Hello, I'm Michael Heppel, and today I am with Larry Page from On Parole. Hello, Larry, how's things?
Hi, I'm Michael. I'm champion. Not so bad. How's yourself?
I'm very well, thank you. So, how did On Parole come about?
On parole, well, I've been playing music since about 1974 in bands. In fact, the first gig I did was at the Royal Banqueting Hall in Whitley Bay, 1974, July, with a band called Oblivion, very aptly named. And in that band, there's a lad called Steve Rudd on the bass. And since then, me and him have played in various different bands all through the years, right the way up about a few years ago. And now I went off to be a solo acoustic singer doing the pubs around the area. So we decided, actually, that we'd better get all our old songs all recorded, get them all done, because, time was getting on. And, so we decided to do that, but also we decided to write a couple of new ones as well. So we wrote some new songs individually and together, and we'd got all the old songs, and I went to a lad called Steve Coates at Red Tape Music up in Kenton, and we put all our songs down, and Steve Coates has become like a third member of the band, and he's done a fantastic job. He's contributed so much to all the songs. And we came out with this album called Old Shoes with New Laces, which is 12 original songs, and it's out there. We've got CDs of that one, and we've also got quite a few interesting little videos that Steve Rudd, my co-writer, is put together, and they're all on YouTube and also on our Facebook page On Parole. So check them out. They're pretty good, I think. And we went from there to we had such good fun doing that. We did another one called Odd Socks, which is an EP of 4 songs, which covers everything from folk to sort of like prog rock and heavy rock. And then after that, we decided we'd do a blues album. We got 4 songs into it, so we released the Barefoot Blues EP, because we can't do the rest of the songs at the moment, and we're getting some good coverage on that one, because that's going out on some of the big blues radio stations, and it's going out to America and the rest of the world, so that's getting good exposure, that one.
That's cool.
Yeah, go on. Yeah, we're having a good time anyway.
I was just going to say, obviously, with you saying there, you've released that latest EP, Barefoot Blues, and what's the reaction been like to those?
Oh, it's been great. I mean, we've got, like I say, Stephen's done some videos for the 4 songs, and some of them are absolutely hilarious. There's a rag called Coffee House Rag. It's like an old 20s type song. And he's used Laurel and Hardy on that one, and it's just absolutely hilarious. Please go on our Facebook page and check them out. He's got Disney characters in some of the videos. He's got the Muppets on another one. It's really good. But ironically, the song that's getting the most attention, I think, is the one called Greta's Blues, which is like a slow blues that builds up throughout the song, and that's getting a lot of airplay, and it's about the destruction of the planet, basically. So I know that's your topic, but that's getting a lot of coverage.
To be fair, though, that's a very different type of way to do a music video, and I'm sure it'll make a lot of people laugh.
Yeah, they're really good. Check them out. They really are a good laugh. You'll have a good time.
So how tough has it been then for you and Stephen during the coronavirus pandemic?
Well, it hasn't been great, because we're actually putting together a little band to do some original gigs, and we had a band going, we're ready to go, and we're going to do a gig with another band I'm in called the Travelling Dangleberries. We're going to do a joint gig for a place called Snow Moon, and it was going to be all original music all night. Obviously, that got shelved. But the biggest impact I've had is because I'm a solo acoustic singer doing the pubs. I've actually had no gig since 15th of March now, so that's been a big impact. It's not been good at all.
Well, I mean, there's been a lot of things as well on social media the last couple of days, especially with that belly dancer and things like that. But that must really do your head in when you see things like that.
Michael, I've been playing, I think I said, in the first gig in July 1974. I've played for 46 years. I've done all sorts of stuff. And for someone to turn around and say that your job, or part of your job, because I've got a part-time job as well, is not viable, after 6 years of practicing and playing and buying gear and working things out, for someone to come around and say that is a total insult, isn't it?
Just disgusting, mate. And I think that's as well the message that I think a lot of musicians will want to have their say on that, and I'm pleased you've got that opportunity now to kind of get your thoughts on that. And I think it's absolutely brutal myself. I mean, I've been in the radio presenting trade, and I seen that the other day, and I just thought, that's awful. You know, all these people who work really, really hard on their music, and they go and do something like that to them.
Yeah, I mean, it's I feel sorry for the younger people, especially the ones who are like breaking through and doing tours, national tours, because this is the year they need to get themselves right in the forefront.
Yeah.
And what's happened to those people, they're on hold, aren't they? So at least I've had my time, I could say, So it's very frustrating, I think, all around, especially for a lot of the people who I know who are full time at it, and have got no income except for these grants. So it's been really bad, not good at all.
That's true. Let's cheer things up a little bit now then. So where is your favourite place to gig then?
My favourite, I don't want to insult some of the places I play, but I think the best audience I get is the Quaker House in Darlington, because it's a proper bar which people are actually going to see the music, and it's good nerve because you're doing a ballad or something, and everybody just you can hear a pin drop, and they're a proper audience in there. That is a one cracking gig. But I also like doing my local North Shields gigs in there, down at the Lowlights Tavern and the Duke Shed Bar, a bit of a different sort of gig. But if you want it just for the music, it's going to be a bit hairy at times, a bit mad. But like I say, the Quaker House is if you want a listening crowd, that's where you go.
Yeah. So who are you actually influenced by?
Well, the early people when I went to see him, who I started learning to play the guitar along to, was Rory Gallagher and Wishbone Ash, Zeppelin, Deep Purple, Free, all the usual 70s classic rockers. But I've liked all sorts of music. I like everything from Earth, Wind and Fire through to folk and jazz. Martin Taylor, the jazz man's one of my heroes. Tommy Emmanuel, the Aussie guitarist, So I've got lots of influences, but I started off in the 70s rock, classic rock genre, really. And if I was going to play in a band, I think that's the line I'll be going down,
Yeah. So what's been your biggest achievements then with On Parole?
I think the biggest achievement is really just getting these 3 albums recorded and done so well. I'm really happy with them, really, really happy. I mean, I haven't gone back to, I wish I'd done that, or I wish I'd done that. And also just getting this exposure on these radio shows, which I go to 65 countries, which is, there's a lot of people going to be listening to them. So, and we've had some good feedback as well. So I think that's probably the biggest achievement for On Parole.
I'm really intrigued as well. Where did the name On Parole come from?
Well, we used to be in a band called Behind Bars. So when the band split up, which was mainly my fault because I went off to do my solo stuff, we thought, where we're going to go from here. So we thought, well, Behind Bars, we're out now, so it's On Parole, we're on parole. And so it's like a progression. I hope the next one's not back inside.
That is really good. That's a really good way to look at it.
Yeah.
So what does your future look like then?
Well, I'm hoping to go back into the solo acoustic stuff. Whether we'll ever get out playing our original stuff with a band again, it remains to be seen. We'll have to see what happens next year and see if we can rally some of the troops and see if we can get back into it. But my main concern at the moment is getting the solo stuff going,
Yeah, definitely. I mean, even if you can't get out gigging as well, though, Larry, there's always the opportunity of doing it online as well, because you can just hit a good enough network of people doing it that way as well.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, I've also got my other Facebook page, Larry Page Acoustic Music, and on there I've got I've got an original track I wrote, just me, not me and Steve, but it's about me dad's sister got killed in the war, and it's called The Battlefield Biker Tragedy, 1941. Steve Rudd did an absolutely fantastic video for that as well. And also, we've been doing songs. A lad called Jackie Davison, he wrote all these words out, and he got a few with different people to do songs for this album, which is going to be coming out soon, called Northumbrian and Proud. So I've done 4 songs on there. Steve Rudd's done 1. And Steve has also done another great video for one of those songs called Tyndale Boy Soldier. So there's lots of things going on. So we're not just, we have been kept busy. It's been good fun that way.
Yeah, I could imagine. So if you want to just mention any social media now as well, Larry, that you want people to look at.
If you go on Parole Facebook page, you'll see all of our songs on there. You'll see all the videos, what we do. And there's also Larry Page Acoustic Music. You'll see all the stuff that I do. I've got some live streams which we record on Facebook, which are lying about on there. You want to have a look through there and you want to book us for anything. And like I say, keep an eye out for this album called Northumbrian and Proud. So
Well,
that's
do
about it, really.
indeed. And then anything as well that you would like to mention that I haven't mentioned so far?
Just like I say, thank you very much, Michael, for getting in touch with us. It's been quite interesting. I hope you get some people listening to this interview and they follow up some of my social media. That'd be great.
I really appreciate it. Thank you very much, Larry, and we hope to speak to you again soon.
Cheers, Michael. Have a good evening.
You too.
Cheers, man.